Hello and welcome back to MJM Detailing Diaries. Well, today I want to take a look at something all new. The new foam lance from Duel Auto Care. So before we get going, it's important for me to tell you that Duel have sent this through to me free of charge and they want to find out my opinions on it. So let's jump into it and have a look. First of all, let's start off with the packaging. Lovely clear branding and lettering on the box. Great picture on the side of what's inside the box itself. A quick list on the back of key features, which I'll read out to you in a minute. And then some user instructions on this side. So the branding on the box itself is fantastic and it would look great on a retailer's shelf. Okay, the key features of this, it's got a fully adjustable product mix control, it's got a quick release connection, you can buy a fitting that's significant pressure washer brand related, so you can buy one that relates directly to your pressure washer that makes it a quick release to make this go and fit. It's got a fully adjustable foam spray pattern and a wide bottom bottle that would freestand. The maximum pressure input on this is 3,200 psi. The max water flow input is 20 litres per minute, and the lance bottle size is 1 litre. What's great about the lance bottles are that I'm told you can buy additional lance bottles for it, so that you can mix up additional product, so that you can take it to your job with the cap screwed on and just swap the bottle over as you're working. Saves time on mixing chemical on site. Okay, that's pretty much the boxing, and I think it looks fantastic. So let's jump inside it and have a look and see what we've got. So opening it up, first thing out is the bottle itself and the drip tube. There we go, there's the branding and the bottle looks absolutely fantastic. It's clear, it's nice to see what we've got there. I've not seen one in this blue colour before, and the plastic's really strong and sturdy, good and flexible. So I think if you were to drop it on the floor, it's just going to bounce. What a great start. Okay, let's move over to the head itself. Out the packaging, and we can see it's a nice, solid, robust construction. It feels strong and sturdy. It's got some good weight to it. Okay, and it's very easily adjustable. You can see just how freely that wheel turns on the top. And again, to adjust the spray angle, okay, and spray pattern itself. So there we go, all nice and easy to use. Now I'm told that the fittings are glued, so don't try and undo them because they won't come undone easily. And the great thing about that is that it removes the need for the PTFE tape. And if you've been using Snowfoam lances for any length of time, you'll know that that PTFE tape eventually gives up and you end up with water jetting out the back of the nozzle. Okay, the other thing that I'm told about is that it's got a stainless valve stem in here as well, which should help it last a bit longer, although personally I've not experienced any problem with those that I've got already. But, you know, anything that makes it stronger and better product is all for the plus. So let's put it together, simply slide the tube on the bottom, push it up to the top, drop it on. There we go, screws on quite easily, job done. And there we go, we can see that the lance itself looks absolutely fantastic. What a quality looking product. And you stand it side by side with what I'm using already, the Italian PA lance, and doesn't this look so much more aesthetically pleasing? So on a shelf, when you were going into a store to choose to buy one of these, I think the Duel lance is going to win hands down on the way it looks. Now as yet we haven't tested to see how it performs, but we'll get around to that shortly. Some other things to look at with this, and I have noted, one that I would have liked to have seen is with the drop tube. I would have liked to have seen a silicone drop tube with a filter on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure, having heard this, Duel are going to offer that as an option later on. So let's just take that drop tube off for a minute. And the reason I want to do that is I want to show you how easy this would be to service. So here we go, I'm just going to turn it around, and you can see in the side to get inside there, we've got a pin there. So I'm going to lay it flat, grab a screwdriver, first attempt at this, so I hope it goes well. And lift the pin up, slide it out, grab hold of it and give it a pull. Off comes the nozzle cover. And then to get into the gauze, we simply grab hold of this brass bit at the front, give it a wiggle, just gently. You'll see it comes apart, and there's the gauze from the inside. Okay, so this is the bit that blocks up the scale, and that helps us to see how clean water coming out the end. Easy to get to, and much easier than some of the others. To put it back together again, just drop the gauze in, drop it down to the bottom, line it up and give it a quick squeeze together. There we go, it's back. Okay, and then to put the nozzle back on, you'll see there's two little tabs on the end of here. They line up inside this nozzle head. We've just got to get that lined up. Let's get it back on. Come on, Matt. There we go. She slides on and clips back in nice and easily. And then all you've got to do is slide the pin back through. This will be fun. Here we go. Can you get it back in? You can. There we go. Job done. So that's a look at the Lance, and I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with it so far. The only fault I can really find is, again, that drop tube. And it's not a fault, it's just that it would have been nice to see something a little bit more premium to go with the premium offering of this quality Lance. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fill it up with the Engage Snow Foam. I'm going to take it outside and have a go at one of the cars with it to see how it works. And just look at the different adjustment patterns that we've got and how well this thing foams up. As I said, I'm going to use the Engage Snow Foam. So we'll jump up there now, we'll go and have a look, and we'll come back here afterwards to run up and tell you the pricing and whether I think that this is worthwhile you investing in or not. I'll see you back here shortly. Alright then, so we're outside. It's a bit windy, I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I've got the mic on. Okay, we clipped up the old pressure lance to the pressure washer. I've got the Karcher K5, there we go. I've turned the nozzle down to minus as far as it will go and backed it off about quarter of a turn. I've set the fan to just slightly open in the front, and I've got the got it on the vertical plane. So let's give it a go for the first time. There we go, it's engaged coming out. And the adjustable option that they gave us is to turn it so we can have it that way. Set it to the windscreen. See the adjustability on it, perfect. And that's it, we're just running out of foam now. So there we go, you can see it empties the bottle out fully as well, which is perfect. I'm just going to have a look at the bit of the coverage on the car, see what it's like. So we've had a go for fun, let's have a go in anger. A nice thick blanket after about 2 or 3 minutes. Still doing a lovely job. Foam's clinging well enough to clean and running off well enough to take the dirt and debris away with it. Alright then, we've been out there in the sort of semi-drizzle and had a play with it. First thoughts of it when it's being used for its purpose. So this lance differs, I feel, to the lance that I showed you this morning, the PA lance that I've got, in that the foam that comes from this is slightly wetter Now, does that make it worse? No, in my opinion, it doesn't. What I did notice was that you get really good even coverage, better even coverage with this than you do with the other one. But as I said, the foam is slightly wetter, so you get a layer that runs off fairly quickly. So if you lose debris or dirt, that'll take that away fairly fast. But the foam that's left seems to dwell for slightly longer. It seems to cling slightly better. Now, that could just be a one-off user experience thing, but this is what I've experienced with it. And that just gives that foam slightly more time to do its job and get stuff loosened up, ready for your rinse off. So yeah, a great solid quality offering from Duel. The loudmouth brand that we spoke about earlier, it's nice and clear. It's obvious that you're using something that someone's put some effort into designing and bringing to the table. What I liked about it more than anything was, over and above the other ones I've got, is the return to centre. I'm holding onto the nozzle and you can see it swinging back. And that's because of this fitment. Now, I guess you get that with any QR gun already anyway, but I haven't experienced that as a cartridge user, not having used this type of lance before. The fitment is easy to use, and if you buy the lance as it stands there, 36 quid from Duel. You buy it with the attachment, 39 quid. So you're paying 3 quid for your attachment. And if you've already got a Nilfisk or a Karcher and you don't have the QR gun, do you know what? It's well worth it. It's brilliant. It works perfectly. And if you're comfortable with your longer lance, then stick with it. No reason not to. So would I say rush out and buy one of these? Do you need one? Okay, here's the sort of sticking point. If you're in the market for a new lance, or you just simply want one that looks cool, go and buy this one. It's really good. But if you've got a lance that's working for you, and you get nice even coverage with your foam, this one is only going to mildly impress you more. You're not going to see any real massive difference. So where does this fit in? This fits in for people that, you know, like the Duel brand and want that lance. It fits in for people that are shopping around for a new lance and are coming from a PA, or, you know, someone who has never used a lance before and wants to go out and get themselves something decent. This is the ones to go for. The build quality is absolutely superb. You saw earlier, the serviceability is superb. So there is absolutely no reason not to buy this lance. Come back to my final points, is that the drop tube could have done with being silicone with that filter on, and that's kind of it really. There's not a lot more I can say about it. It does exactly what it's meant to do. It's solidly built, and you wouldn't go wrong for buying one. That's it. If you like what you're seeing, give us that thumbs up and a subscribe at the end, and we'll see you in next time for another product review. Thanks for watching us.